They told me I'll make it far. They told me I'll make it far. They told me I'll make it far.
Good evening, good evening. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm Jabbar Harris. I'm the host and I'm the proprietor. And on this episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show, as you can see, I got special guests waiting to tune in. This is a guy that came back on here before, so y'all know who he is. But go ahead, introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey, yo, what up, man? It's your boy Lowe's Def, host of the 280 Plus podcast. And yeah, man, I'm happy to be here again, bro.
Okay. Yeah, definitely appreciate you doing this, man. Definitely appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, I always. So this is the one of them things where it's like I always like gotta regulate my volume because I don't got the
because
my
I got
setup.
the headphones.
So
I can hear you good. I can hear you good.
So can I talk at this volume and it's good?
I mean, like, you know, you can turn it up a little bit, but now this is good.
Well,
I can
no,
hear you
yeah,
clearly, but,
I'm gonna turn up, of course, but I don't want to.
We got plenty to go into, so the volume is going to get a little hype. I know my part because like we got a plethora of topics to run through if we could. You know what I mean? I know it's Super Bowl media week, but you know my NBA is the greatest show on earth. You know the NBA is the greatest show on earth.
It's not.
Because I brought you on here to talk about some of the Super Bowl and some football topics, but you know about NBA, we reality television. We all everybody's talking about it. It's all in the shade room, all in the World Star, all on the Hollywood accent. Everybody's talking about it. You know what I mean? It's all on the news blogs. The Super Bowl, we thought, you know what I mean, it was going to be taken over this week. I had to do an audible on it. We don't talk about the Kyrie and Mavs trade. I'm not playing around. We starting off with Kyrie's and Mavs trade. Kyrie Irving from the Nets got traded to the Mavs for a couple miscellaneous parts. You heard a couple miscellaneous parts.
Don't call my man Spencer Dinwiddie miscellaneous, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? If he went now, my man did suffer a bad injury, but like he's solid, man. He's solid. He's not Kyrie level, but.
Exactly. But he's not no game changer either. You're looking for somebody that's going to change the game. He's not going to change the game. You know, he's a solid role player. I give you that. He's a solid role player, but I'm not looking to get rid of Kyrie for a solid role player. I understand what they did. They got the haul with the draft picks. You got unprotected first round pick. You got 2 unprotected second round picks. You're going to take that. And Finney Smith, come on.
I don't care about Finney Smith, but now Dinwiddie is that bull, man. Like, don't do that to Dinwiddie.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like he's a 6'6" point guard. He's a 6'6" point guard. Get out of here, man.
I'm not knocking that, but I do know some games that because I'm not watching the Mavs game like that. I'm tuning into my Lakers game, but I do.
I don't know why you watch those. Those trash.
No, but I'm saying I know the last game he did his thing against us in overtime, but games before that. He sit the bench a lot. In some 4 quarters, they be sitting the bench. Now I know that's the system with Luka and everything like that. But so from the way you trying to talk to me, like that's a good trade for the Nets, or am I wrong? Am I taking that wrong?
Well, I think with the Nets, man, you know what I mean, he didn't want to be like. All right, I guess he wanted an extension. Yeah. And they wasn't gonna give it to him, but he didn't really want to be there.
They wasn't going to trade him to the Lakers.
I mean,
they was not wanting him to do that. Yeah. They wanted to trade him to the Lakers. They didn't want to trade him to the Lakers.
He didn't. But he didn't want to be in Brooklyn no more. You know what I mean? After the owner suspended him for the shit back a couple months ago. He wasn't feeling that situation, and of course I think that's how you kind of push the chips in your favor. Like basically you act like you want to be there, right? And be like, yo, resign me. And then it's like then the owner's like, well, maybe, you know what I mean, maybe I could get some for you now. Like maybe there's a bigger market, you know what I mean? Because Broussard made it seem like only the Lakers wanted him, whatever, but there was actually a bigger market. I think
people was gonna pay him to take the flyer, even though he had his preference. Obviously they're doing the Kawhi Leonard approach. Okay, we're bringing the star in for the year and see if he stays. See if we can win the championship. Yeah. See, they're doing the Kawhi Leonard approach. And especially some of these teams, they like, we don't got nothing else to lose. We're doing the status quo, just hoping, doing the status quo that they've been doing as is, and just hoping things work out. Like, nah, let's just take a flyer on the wall and just see what this. We're gonna be back in the situation that we was beforehand. So I'm not knocking them for trying, but at the end of the day, the Stars gonna go to where he want to go to at the end of that contract.
Yeah, definitely.
I understand. He got sights on LA and teaming back up with the Lakers, and he claimed to be such a Kobe fan, but he don't be doing Kobe things on the court. But when it comes to being available on the court, let me clear that up. When it comes to being available on the court,
yeah. Well, I ain't gonna lie though. Like, I mean, Kyrie with Luka, that sounds crazy. Like,
but I was talking to a friend of mine who's a Mavs friend, and they talking that up. But okay, I don't hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I like to talk about winning championships and things of that nature. Where's the defense getting played at your perimeter? Because you're going to throw Tim Hardaway in there to close. I'm not talking about Stern. I'm talking about fourth quarter crunch time. It's time to close. You're going to have Tim Hardaway playing with the third guard, along with Luke Walton. Along with Luka Doncic, and along with Kyrie Irving. You got your three backcourt people playing no defense right there, and you just
you're a Lakers. You talking all this about championships. You're a Lakers fan. Y'all niggas is sitting at 13th place.
So we didn't even get to my Lakers, and we could do all.
Y'all sitting at 13th place. Like, what is that? That's not mediocre. That's ass. Like,
okay. And let's undress my Lakers, because you my guy. You're not tuning to your last episode. You're not tuning to all your episodes. I do.
I appreciate that.
But your man's that he had a special guest on. He said that Russell Westbrook's not the problem. He's not the problem, and he's not the only one that knows. People that's in the know, people that's watching basketball clearly understand. Russell's doing his part. He's he's being humble. He ain't complaining. Ain't no rumors to spread. Ain't nothing, no dirt. Trust me, I'm following all the things closely when it comes to the Lakers. Ain't no dirt to say on Russell Westbrook. Only thing, media, which is not the local media, I'm pretty sure, because they didn't know the media that's not used to being around the team all the time. They just try to ask them little questions about the trade rumors or not playing at the not closing some games, just trying to get a response out of him. That's really what they're doing, because he ain't doing nothing. He ain't complaining. He's clapping. He's supporting the team. Sometimes he don't finish the game. So obviously sometimes he do, but it ain't no complaining. But
the thing is though, when you talk about putting a team together, right? You can't have a $40 million bench player either. So that he is kind of the problem.
But he ain't gonna be. He's gonna be off the books this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the last year.
But he's on the books right now, and that's why their team. They don't have a good team right now. The super team, like, I'm tired of that shit, bro. I think that shit needs to be blown up. You can't pay three guys upwards of $35+ million a year and thinking that you're going to actually put a team together, because the LeBron era is going to end one day, you know what I mean? And niggas ain't going to be sucking him to take veteran minimums to play with LeBron no more. Like, right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, like let's put together a good team, whatever. Let's pay these guys, you know what I mean, kind of what they worth, but also let's even it out, whatever. But like, you want to go super team, you want to get three superstars, and then once one of those superstars gets hurt or they start to decline, then your team is ass. That's why the Lakers ain't been sniffing the playoffs in the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, but at least this year, because I'm breaking down everything clearly. I know everybody's getting caught up, with the LeBron James and the score title run and all that stuff, and we can get your feelings on that, whatever. But I'm not fazed by none of that. I'm watching everything closely.
All right.
I'm seeing everything with the five. That's the headline. But I'm looking at the stories and the details. Everybody's worried about the headline. I know why we're losing these games. We're losing these games.
Why?
We all know LeBron James is not Kobe. We understand that he's not Michael Jordan. He's not the assassin. He don't want to take over. When you need a bucket the most, when somebody can't stop the bleeding, when we go on 5-6 minutes in real time without scoring, I'm talking about 5-6 minutes for real, without scoring no buckets. Multiple games all season long.
Yeah.
We 25 and 28, 25 and 29. Like, come on now. What we talking about? I know these things. And all those losses is because of those things. LeBron James, high IQ basketball player. You low managing still. we got the excuses. The foot, the hamstring, whatever you want to say. He got excuses there. I'm not trying to hear none of that. You such a
So
that
are you
mindset.
saying LeBron is the problem? Are you saying LeBron is the problem?
He's part of the problem. I'm address, since we want to go to my team, I could address my team. He don't score when we need it the most. He don't score when we need it the most.
Yeah.
He takes too many plays off, especially scoring and defensive wise. I understand
Yeah.
you can't do it both. You age it, but you can't do it both. Yeah, he scores easily. We understand that, but you need to do more of that because
Okay.
you know AD's out, and you trying to spread the wealth, and you know you don't got these knockdown shooters. You know these guys is missing shots. You know you got high IQ basketball, so you know that I need to work on my free throws and just take it in constantly down to the paint because they can't do nothing but foul me consistently, and I need to make my free throws. Nobody in this league, when LeBron James makes his mind up, say I'm going to the basket, all you're gonna do is foul me. It's Shaq-like things.
Yeah.
But you being Shaq-like from the free throw line because you're being scared. You don't want to go to the free throw line, and I understand it. But that's what you need to do if you have a high IQ basketball. You know that's what you need to do to win for us. Boom. We don't got no shooters.
But all right, so you cited that they go real time of like not scoring for 5-6 minutes, but like they are ranked. They're the 6th highest scoring team in the league, though. Did you know that?
Yeah. But listen, nobody's really playing too much defense.
I'm just saying. Like I'm looking.
I'm
I'm like, wow. Like I didn't even know that they were that good.
Yeah. No. But that's a facade because our defense is being trashed. We'll have game. Well, I know the way the numbers portray it, but I'm telling you what goes on in these actual games. You'll have games you're doing good on offense, but you're not bringing it on defense. Then you got the games we're bringing it on defense, and then we're lagging on offense. We don't have complete games. Why do you think there's so many blown leads that we had this season? We had so many leads this season and blowing.
Yeah.
The lack of defense, going on scoring droughts. Because if you LeBron James to score, if you a DeMar DeRozan, if you a bucket go getter, if you a Bradley Beal, if you just somebody, you don't gotta be a superstar, just a true bucket go getter. I need a bucket.
Yeah.
We need points. Somebody need to stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
You don't do that. And when I'm saying about the low management, you know AD's hurt, and then you want to pick and choose games that you want to play while AD's hurt still, knowing that we're gonna lose these games. Where's the high IQ? And we're so many games below 500. What are you doing to us?
Yeah.
We're so many games below 500. We'll win 5-6 games in a row. You want to tweet out, oh yeah, we on a winning streak. We doing things like that, but you want to sit out the next game, knowing dang well that winning streak is coming to an end. Yeah. See, this is stuff that I don't like about LeBron. And everybody get caught up with the hype. And I understand what Kyrie talked about, why he wanted to lead from LeBron James early on, because I saw it from a long shot. But before all that, LeBron James is past that. Just worry about like pat numbers. So you could just, people that don't really pay attention to the game, look at the box score. Oh, LeBron James, but look what he's averaging. Look, and he can't be the problem. He got y'all full because y'all not paying attention to the games and watching the games in its totality to see the story and disregard the numbers that you. He is smart. He's a great basketball player. He knows how to get easy buckets. We understand that. We need more of that because he can get it so easily and he can fool y'all guys who don't really. That's not in the known. So that's my problem with it. And all along, I'm saying on First Bar Sports Show, we need a 3-point shooter. I talk about a bona fide 3-point shooter that can shoot that thing. Like that. I don't care if you can play no defense at this point. We got guys that can play defense. I'm serious. I need somebody we can kick it out there. We know that's in there. And I'm talking about, I say 40% on up, but I settle for 39%. I want 40% on up, but at this point, because we don't got no 39% 3-point shooters on our team, I settle for 39% on up. That's where I'm at with it. Just we want to get to my Lakers.
Well, it looks like Thomas Bryant is 45%.
Yeah. But come on, that's he'll shoot 1 or 2. You know what I mean? He's a big. He knows his role. I appreciate that. We got Thomas Bryant. He knows his role. He's doing it well. Austin Reeves, he's hurt right now. He's doing his roles. He's doing as well. Dennis Schroeder, he's doing his thing. I appreciate what he's doing.
Bro. I don't know. I hardly know anybody on this team, bro. I'm like, look,
what's this guy? Cole Swider? Who is this guy? That's a two-way player.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
This is a joke.
Scottie Pippen Jr. Y'all got Scottie Pippen Jr.
Two-way player. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's crazy. These are the guys that be getting clocked at times. They get clocked at times. And like I'm saying, we need to get rid of I say we package Patrick Beverly up and Dennis Smith Shooter with the first round picks for Kyrie. That's what I was saying. Now, don't worry about getting rid of Russ. Keep Russ. Get rid of Dennis Schroeder and Patrick Beverly with the
Who's
first
gonna
round picks for Kyrie.
like? So the net? Why would the Nets take your garbage? Like, why would they do that?
Because they know there was no way. If you wanted to keep KD, you could not. KD left Russell Westbrook for a reason.
Yeah.
There was no way. If the Nets
Yeah, but they're not gonna
KD,
take
they could make that
Dennis
trade for Russell
Schroeder
Westbrook.
and whoever else you talk about, Patrick Beverly. They're not gonna take
But
them
I'm
back.
saying that they got to do something to keep KD, or if not, they're going to be trying to trade KD. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be at the trade deadline. But if they're not trying to keep KD, they would have made that trade or something like that. But they're trying to keep KD. There was no way KD had to sign off on that. I left him for. He's the reason why I left OKC. No,
Okay.
Russell Westbrook is my guy, but I'm saying that's KD's reason why he left OKC primarily because he couldn't. He felt like he couldn't win with Russ.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't going to change. And he's coming off the bench now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking his game. That's my dog. I appreciate his game more so than LeBron James because he give you all you got. He's going to show up. Whether I'm missing shots or not, y'all know I'm not cheating you on effort. And I'm trying to at least, okay,
he played almost all the games. He has played almost all the games. So,
but my effort, and I'm giving you defensive effort.
Yeah.
And like he's trying out there. LeBron James, when we in the droughts, you being real passive aggressive, but we know LeBron James being the king of passive aggressive. You know how you do. You know how you do. That's LeBron James.
That's LeBron James.
That's what he do. But I'm a Kobe fan. That's me. He happened to come on my team. It is what it is. My feelings never change because I know basketball. I just don't. I understand. He want to get people involved, but you not that guy because when we needed the most, you looking to pass it for somebody else to make that basket to get that point when we need the most. And I'm like, Kobe don't do that. MJ don't do that. Like, the greats don't do that.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah, this team, your team. Yeah, this team is trash, bro. Yeah. Like I'm like, yo, who the fuck are these guys?
But my saying, Russ is coming off the bench for what? Patrick Beverly, Dennis Schroeder. Like, come on, man. And look at the Russ's numbers that he's averaging coming off the bench.
Yeah.
And he's putting in defensive work. Yeah.
Yeah,
man. So like, I ain't gonna beat up that situation too much. I wanted to figure, get your thoughts what you thought about the Kyrie and Luka, if that was even gonna work. But you done had me undressing my team.
My bad, man. I had to throw some shade, man. But
but now, when you think about Luka and Kyrie, they gonna work?
That's interesting, man. You know what I mean? Like Luka, it's weird because Luka is like Luka Jordan, bro. Like it's almost like he needs help, but he don't really need that much help. You know what I mean? Like he can really just kind of change the game on his own. So I wonder if, like, sometimes with Kyrie, if Kyrie's bringing the ball up, if he's gonna be kind of stopping some opportunities for Luka.
In order for it to work, they're both gonna have to capitulate. If they're gonna be bullheaded, it's not gonna work. So I mean, there's gonna have to be a meeting of the minds and some compromise on both parts.
I think Kyrie's probably, since it's a new situation, I think he's gonna kind of go in there with like good energy. I think he's gonna try to be a team player, all that, and then hopefully it pans out. I don't know if they win a title though, but I think there's definitely like a little splash. You know what I'm saying? Like Kyrie's better than Jalen Brunson, so like if you think about just having him on the team as opposed to Brunson, like what else do the Mavericks have? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're not doing nothing. I mean, I just don't. Not even just from the pieces. I just don't see that chemistry working. I think this Kyrie just so weird, and then Luka got Luka got his ways about him.
Just so weird. I love that.
Because Kyrie is. I mean, that's him, and Luka got his ways about him. So I don't see them like really getting along game wise. Maybe off the court, they're best of friends and stuff like that. But I don't see their game meshing well together. And you got two guys that's not trying to play defense, two guys that want to be ball handling. You got Luka that want to dribble the ball out the air to the end of the shot clock. They want to kick it out to you to hurry up and shoot, and he expect you to shoot. Kyrie, I know he got a nice little shot, a 3-point shot in the finals, but he wanted to be dribbling and creating the shot. He's not trying to just be getting the ball with a second or two on the shot clock, and he just got to put up a shot. He want to create.
Yeah.
That's his game.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think, I mean, what Chris, they still got Christian Wood, so they still got a
They still
score.
trying to move some people. They're trying to move Christian Wood. His name's been in the trade market too. Mavs is trying to do something, and I'm not going to knock, Mark Cuban. He definitely always be trying to pay people, and nobody want to go get his money.
Yeah,
he definitely do want to pay people, but nobody be wanting to go to Dallas though. He'll pay people too, but nobody trying to go to Dallas.
why is that?
You know what I mean? Like they're not for basketball wise because the stars don't be wanting to. You got stars be, remember DeAndre Jordan red dig on a contract one time, like thought about it, like nah, let me go back to the Clippers, but they don't be getting too much stars of free agency. I mean, I know they get a couple of names here and there, but it ain't no, the superstars.
Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder why that is. Why do you think that is though?
They just probably don't believe in the the basketball direction of the organization, not necessarily like the business side of it. Just the way the basketball run. From who's ever charged of basketball operations and whatever head coaches that they had over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Rick Carlo wasn't that bad. He won in the ring, but they had several different coaches over the years.
Yeah.
But I want to I want to transition to something else. But before we get out of the NBA content, what about these fights lately going on in the NBA? Donovan Mitchell versus Dylan Brooks fight, and then you have Magic Mo Bamba fighting Minnesota Timberwolves, Austin Rivers, and like Jalen Suggs came and grabbed Austin Rivers by the neck and slammed him down. Yeah, they got Bamba got 4 games for that. Rivers got 3 games for that. Suggs got 1 game for that. But then Donovan Mitchell, he just got fined for his, and then Dylan Brooks, he got suspended only 1 game. But NBA, they get feisty out there. Guys is fighting and carrying on, and we about it for real.
Well, it's funny because that used to always be like a thing that NBA players used to say that like y'all we not really trying, like ain't nobody really trying to fight whatever and this is like guys like Rasheed Wallace is saying stuff like that, like people don't really want, like they not really trying to fight. With the that's gonna be the Grizzlies' downfall, man, because it's funny. I just seen somebody tweet. It was like, yo, they ain't like Ja Morant, man, he should be trying to be, win a title, get an MVP, whatever, but he want to be King Von so bad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
His friend got banned from the
ring, like putting lasers or a laser on somebody or something like that.
In the car with a guy. I mean, I'm pretty sure it wasn't no laser pointer, but witnesses said that there was a laser that believed to be a gun, attached to the laser, pointing at the Pacers, bus. Their bus that the players was in, and it was coming from the car that Ja was in. I mean, obviously, Ja was with a group of guys. He was 2 cars deep.
I think these dudes need to play, man, and I think for real, it does set a bad precedent, man, because you highlight a lot of student athletes like that coming up, and we already have issues about how the way the game is played. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no defense anymore. These guys, all they want to do is chuck up threes half the time, whatever. Exactly. But if you starting to see guys starting to scrap on the court, whatever, and you're getting like minimal consequences to it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have a residual effect, and it's not gonna be good, man. So I think these dudes need to come on, man. It's all right. So here's the thing, niggas will fight. Yeah, I mean, at the court, and you think like, yo, bro, it's not even worth it because we're not getting paid. Now, but then on the other side, on the extreme end, it's like, yo, bro, you getting paid. Like, why? Don't fuck up the bag. Yeah, I mean, don't mess up your career. I mean, play the game. Like, play the game that you love to play. Like, you get to play basketball for a living, bro. Like, ball out.
You want to act like still in the streets and stuff like that. You don't need to. You a businessman. Like, you're not listening to Jay-Z. Like, you gotta move yourself accordingly. You gotta carry yourself as an organization, as an operation. Like, you gotta move like that. So, you're going to have to get the professional security guards and things of that nature. You're going to have to move, strategically. Move like the president, as they would say.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So yeah, I think these young boys need to relax, man. And you
Yeah.
notice though, it ain't like veteran, it ain't like super veteran guys out there doing this. It's the younger guys.
This new crew, these new young cats, because they just feeling like they 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 gotta show their street cred for whatever reason. I mean, I don't get it. Like, man, they
They
got so much
listen to
things going on.
too
Yeah,
much drill before the game. You know what I
and
mean?
they don't want to ruin business opportunities. You know, sponsors and business relationships. That they going to frown upon these things. All you want to be, hang your you want to be around, with that type of crowd. You want to be moving like that. You don't want to be coming over to this industry side, to the business side, and be coming to these nice functions and be rubbing elbows with the who's for lack of better words.
Yep.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Instead
Don't
of
fuck up
doing
the
the
bag.
status quo, what you used to.
Yep, don't fuck up the bag,
Yeah,
man. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying, man. Don't fuck up the bag.
And I had one more incident, but this goes to college. This ain't one they get quite. This one didn't get quite to that. But men's basketball, Eastern Illinois Cayenne Hodges, he's disciplined internally for attempting swinging. Really, he missed. The guy, a spectator. Him and a spectator was exchange of words, and he went over there. Smoothly. This was during the gameplay. Game was going on, and then he took a swing on the spectator, but missed. So I'm just like, man, it's just wild. And this happened. Like I said, this happened last Thursday, playing against Lindenwood, because they was losing the game. They lost 67-80. That's pretty much why.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, I ain't hear about that story, but
Nah,
um,
I be having to do my little research. They ain't gonna be talking about. That's everything like this. They not gonna be talking about this stuff like on the ESPN or the Fox or whatever. Like stuff you're gonna have to dig up your dirt a little bit
yeah,
on stuff to just to see what's trending, because it ain't gonna be like the headline or anything. Like these stories that I be bringing up, or I'll be finding. I'm like, nobody's talking about this stuff. Like I'll be watching other sports shows and I'm like, nobody's saying nothing about this incident or stuff I'll be bringing up. Like nobody be mentioning it. They just do what gotta stick to the narrative.
yeah.
Like typical media or to shows, he's gotta stick to the game plan. Like no, I'm going to address what's trending, what's going on. Like I'm gonna bring up attention. Like this interesting. This is going on off the court, off the field, because I already talked about the game already. I didn't want another show, or whatever the case may be. So
Yeah.
But your Warriors, y'all 27 and 26. I mean, because you're a Steph Curry fan.
Yeah.
You said your Warriors.
You know
I'm
what I
just saying,
mean?
because your Warriors, you're 27, 26. How you feeling? What y'all think you're gonna do? Y'all the champions. Bandwagon it, Steph Curry, wherever, and all that stuff's like that. But y'all the champions. How you feeling about this season and up and down? Y'all 27 and 26, looking crazy like us for a little bit.
Yeah, not quite like y'all, but no. I see. Here's the thing. I think last year was probably the last hurrah. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think they might have to shuffle some things around. I think you can still kind of move forward with keep Curry and things like that. But I think Clay's time might be done, man. I think Clay's time might.
Clay. I thought I was thinking about getting ready.
Clay and Draymond. I think Clay and Draymond. I think you got. Yeah, I think you got because what I mean. Draymond is I think he's better than what the box score shows sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he's more important than people realize, but he can also be a liability out there, man. Yeah. And what I mean. I think you kind of let Curry and Poole kind of get the reins. I think give I guess Wiggins a little more responsibility. I don't know, more responsibility. And then try to afford it. But they need it seems like they are missing some type of piece there. But what I mean, hasn't Steph been hurt a little bit?
Yeah, he's been missing a couple games.
Yeah.
And he's out.
I mean,
he's missed a couple games with shoulder. He was, came back. He got out Saturday with a knee injury, so he's gonna be out a couple weeks with that.
Yeah, I think they could make the playoffs, and I think they could maybe win a round or something like that. But I don't see that. I don't see them making a run like they did last year.
Can I get your mid-season NBA Finals prediction? The two teams that's going to be there. We're going to get to
I feel like I watched a little bit more basketball to determine that. But if I had to just a long shot type John, let me see what we looking at right here. I think Boston could get back. See, here's the thing. You know what? No, I don't know, man. Warriors, I think playoff time, they probably could beat some of these teams, you know what I mean, that are ahead of them. Because, all right, for example, the Kings, that's a great story. That's a great story.
They're not doing that.
All right, so,
they are, but they're not real.
So just say the standings hold up. Well, yeah, I forget now they got the playing games and stuff like that, whatever, right? So, all right, just say, for example, yeah, I mean, the Kings are 3 seed, and like maybe the Warriors can sneak up to the 6 seed, whatever. The Warriors are beating the Kings, bro, in a 7-game series. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Like, yeah, the Kings. My cousin is my first cousin. That's my boy, man. He's a big Kings fan. Like, always been a Kings fan. Never. And I'm happy for them.
Nothing. I feel sorry for him.
No, I do too. Because last year he kind of gave him up, but then now that they're winning, he's like, I starting to see him talk about him. I'm like, I thought he was done. I thought he was done. But no, that's a great story. But like, who are they beating in a series? Even the Nuggets. The Nuggets are number 1. Jokic.
The Nuggets, I don't think they're gonna do nothing.
Like, yo, it's crazy because he's probably gonna win. He could probably win the MVP again.
3 years in a row. That's crazy.
But it's like, for what do you have to show for it? Though? You don't have
to do that in the playoffs. Nobody believe it.
You don't have nothing to show for it now. You know what I mean? I guess they're a little bit more healthy than they've been in the last couple of years. But nah, bro. I just don't. You know what I mean? The game slows down. I would like to see. You know what I mean? I like the Grizzlies, man. But like I said, they might be getting in their own way a little bit with some of their antics. I like to see Anthony Edwards make a little splash out there, but it's kind of wide open, man, in the West a little bit. So.
Okay. Well, before we get done with the NBA thing, what do you just think about like coming? We don't gotta go through everything, but like, what do you think about the NBA selection for the All Stars? You know, just the selection of the 24 players. Of course, I feel like AD should put AD in over Jared Jackson. Like, I don't get that. You know, I believe Darren Fox could have made it, but it would have been harder to who you're going to take off out of the guards. But I'm just saying, like, far as the West, out of the guards, it would have just been, you know, you got Steph, you got Ja, you got Luka, and then like I said, there's no Dame, you know, so it just, but you know, guys been hurt too. But it's just weird how they be like it's like almost got like everybody hasn't been playing all the games, so I don't know how y'all deviating it. Because especially with AD, like all numbers of AD is more than he got more points than him. Jared Jackson got more rebounds.
Yeah, but he's only played 34 games though.
Yeah, but because
30 maybe 30 games. That's like he's missed like.
No, listen, but Stephen A. brought this point up. I didn't even know this. Stephen A. brought this point up, and when you break down the minutes, Anthony Davis only played 10 less minutes than Jared Jackson in real time. Like, just not the games, but just like time-wise. So I'm saying AD, because when he's on the court, you know, when he's playing the games, he's playing, he's balling out, and he's playing. But it was just like, okay, we can do about the games, but if you look at the time that they spend on the court, Anthony Davis been on the court 10 less minutes than him, it averages. So it's just weird. I know it's probably a threshold of number of games you got to miss, but I just don't like it. And then as far as in the East, you know, you got Jimmy Butler. You know, he didn't make it. No Trae Young.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the records were 26,
no 26.
Trae Young is kind of Young. I might be balling out. I know they 500 team, but come on, man. Like, that's all. I don't like, because it's not. It's just like a deviated thing. It's a little bit of fan vote, a little bit of media, a little bit of coaches and little players, and they do the percentages like that. So it's just.
Yeah, like is Tyrese Halliburton really that bull?
I mean, not really, but somebody got to be the best player on the Pacers. I mean, who's good? I mean, all bad teams, somebody has to be the best player. Somebody got to put the numbers up.
Is it in Indiana or something like that?
Yeah, he's a Pacer.
Well, no, but I mean, where's the All-Star game then?
Utah. It's in Utah.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying like the coaches and the players or media, you know, I mean, probably the players,
Yeah, but like
but coaches and
that's what
media.
I'm saying. Everybody can't make it though. So like Tyrese Halliburton over,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, someone Laurie's been playing
Yeah.
good. So
Oh
like,
yeah,
you know,
I caught First Bar Sports Show audience already know I caught it from a long shot. When I know they took a dip after I caught it, but when they started off with the best record in the league, I said, oh, they got the best record in the league. They're not gonna have the best record in the league, but I'm like, they're gonna be able to sustain the level of success, and he's the best player on the team, so he's gonna get it by default. Because I'm like, he do be putting up some numbers. Now I know some games he disappeared some games,
yeah.
but he get a good average, you know, overall. He do be putting up some numbers. So, yeah, I've been impressed. I've been impressed with him. But
Man, when we gonna talk about football, man? What's up?
I wanted to start off with the trade thing. We're gonna wrap it up with the football, but I'm saying I wanted to talk with the trade thing, and then we're gonna get into the football and stuff, and then I was gonna bring it back to the NBA. But like I said, we'll talk about the trade
Nah,
thing.
I'm just messing with you, man. It's your show, man. It's your show.
Wherever direction that you want to take the show, I'm ready because I got all the topics. Trust me, everything that you want to talk about, I want to talk about it too. But we're gonna top this off with the football topics. But I want to run through a couple things first before we get there. Right. What about college basketball for you? Your Cincinnati 16-8. How you feeling about your Cincinnati basketball team? I just want to check up on you and your team real quick.
Well, I you know what I mean, I get a little updates on my phone that tell me when they tell me the scores, but like they got a couple like they always get like transfer players now. Like that's all really Cincinnati can get. Like they can't really
get those names. They're
not in the they don't have that premier, you know what I mean? Because like I like them since early 2000s. Kenyon Martin, Steve Logan, you know what I mean? They was getting guys and they was number one, like type, you know. So like they don't, and Bob Huggins was their coach and all that. So, but yeah, it's been a little bit, but no, I think, I mean, they could definitely make it. They look like they're gonna make it to the tournament. They don't typically go that far though, you know what I mean? If they get to the Sweet 16, that's like a big deal. And there was a couple years ago when they had a really good team. And they had like the easiest road like to get there, and then they blew it. You know what I'm saying? So I think they was like a 2 or 1 seed or something. They was high like that year. But they blew it. So I don't know, man. If like I said, if they get to the tournament, make it to the Sweet 16, that's a victory for them. Okay. So
all right, from one college team to another college team, LSU, beat 63-7. Purdue in the Cheez-It Bowl. Congratulations. Y'all record on the season was 10-4. How you feel about the season or the season to come? I didn't get to talk to you about your LSU.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Jaden Daniels, man, like, you know, he looks like he's gonna make some moves. The season was it felt like up and down, and I ain't gonna lie, I think their ranking was a little bit inflated, but they did get a couple big wins. But when they cracked that top 10, I was like, I don't know if they really deserve to be there.
Name brand purposes.
Yeah. So it's, man, you know, the SEC about to get crazy, man. You know, with Texas and Oklahoma are joining the SEC next year?
No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't know if you caught that news. It came out. I believe it came out next week that they're not. They won't be joining it. I didn't go into the detail about exactly why. You know, because they explained the reasons for not joining.
They shouldn't. I mean, because then that's when it gets like the college football season. Though I don't even like how it's designed, man. Because
I do think there should be more teams. They are going to the 18 of like 2 years. They was trying to get it to do next season, but it'll be 2 years from now.
But like it's not even like, all right. So for example, that's why like some of these, like when you look at when guys get to the NFL. Especially like quarterbacks and stuff like that. Think about like the Ohio State quarterbacks and stuff like that. Like these guys, they experience so much success, whatever, and because the margin of error is so small, like you can't really lose games in college football. But
Yeah, you.
but that's not realistic because in football, once you get into a real division, you're gonna be getting beat up at least 6 games out of the year. You got guys that know who you are and they
Yeah.
try to fuck you up every game that they play. And so, like for example, like I was happy that Trevor Lawrence actually, you know what I mean, they got to the playoffs with the
Okay.
Jags and
Okay.
stuff like that because it, you know, people felt like, dang, it's the Jaguars, like whatever. But it's like, yo, you got to take them licks, whatever. And I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like college football is not necessarily preparing these guys like for like the NFL grind necessarily, you know what I mean? And I wish it was just a way, like it's almost too many teams out
Yeah.
there, and
No,
because like
but it's consolidated a little bit.
we don't really get division like
Oh, okay.
or I
Okay.
guess
Okay.
conference, like yeah, you play your conference opponent one
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
and then that's it. But
Because
it's
it's
like,
just too much.
yeah, like, but that's not realistic in terms of like who is the best team in your conference. Like, maybe if you had to play somebody a second time,
Yeah. Second time
they're gonna show
you
you
would see.
what's what. So I don't know. The college is you know, when LSU is winning, I feel good about it. It's just tough. Like college football is not my favorite. I mean, and it's just the way the season is kind of designed.
Okay.
Though. So, but
Okay. Well, since we already here, we're gonna wrap this up. I'll be remiss talking to you about college, and we ain't gonna talk about the man, Coach Prime, and everything he's doing with Colorado, and obviously the transition he made from Jackson State University over there to Colorado. And how are you feeling about that? Because he's letting everybody know, you know, they coming, and the moves that he's making, and the change in the culture with what Primetime
oh,
Deion Sanders is doing over
oh
there
man,
at
yo,
Colorado,
I'm
changing the
excited,
culture.
man. I'm excited. And you know, I want to see what he can do with with an actual program. Yeah, I mean, and no shade to Jackson State. You know
I
what I'm saying?
appreciate what he was doing over
Yeah,
there. I appreciate what he was doing.
he definitely transformed what they had, but
Yeah.
obviously you don't have the same resources that you
Nah.
have when you're at a Power 5 school. Now, granted, Colorado is like the bottom of the
Yeah,
power. You
yeah,
know what I
but
mean? Like.
they clearly got the money. They
Yeah,
clearly
but
got
yeah,
money.
like
They
now
got the
you
donors and
have
all that good stuff.
a bigger market. You can recruit. You know what I mean? Guys are going to be more wanting to go there because they're going to get on national
Yeah,
TV. Colorado's going to get national televised games just because primetime is there
yeah,
now. So
exactly,
like,
exactly.
and he's already recruited. He recruited like one of the best cornerbacks
Yeah,
and
he's
things like that. So
the top, the best cornerback in the nation. You know, coming out
yeah.
of high school. So he got the two
So
top cornerbacks and stuff like
I
that.
think yeah,
He got
I
his
think
son.
it
His
could
son's a
take
baller.
yeah
He got both his sons. Like I'm saying, he got his son at safety and his son at quarterback. So
yeah.
both his sons is baller. The safety. You know, I mean, he still got more work to do. But as far as the quarterback boy, like I know he's playing Jackson State University, but I can see he's going through the progressions, right? I can't wait to see what he's going to do at this, the Power 5 level. But I like how he's going through the progressions, and I obviously he's mobile, but he's not, trying to be screaming all crazy. He's trying to do the Pat Mahomes thing and just keep the plays alive and finding receivers. I like how he be balling out. That's why I'm interested in seeing how he's going to do at the Power 5 level. So enough of that. Let's get into this football. Before we get into it, I gotta give a shout out to my sponsor before we get into it. Needing fresh gear, fresh clothing, go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand.
Cash Baby.
Needing fresh gear, fresh clothing, go to Cash Baby Clothing Brand. And need event planning, go to Wild Production Events. You need event planning, go to Wild Production Events. Before we get to the Super Bowl, we gotta talk about something leading up to the Super Bowl because what is going on with your Packers losing to the Lions for the last game of the season, keeping y'all out the playoffs, and Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that's like we talking. That's like yo, come on, bro. That's like a month and a half ago, bro. Like, come on, man.
I ain't get to talk to you. I'm gonna take advantage of what I got. I ain't get to talk to
Bro,
you.
what are you saying? Like, what are you trying to? Yo, you trying to? All right, I guess I gave you some flack about your Lakers. So I guess I deserve it. But no.
But Aaron Rodgers, he's all in the news this week and talking about he won. Oh, Devontae buy me a house. All that money, Aaron Rodgers, you buy your own goddamn self a house. But
Man,
word on the street is he's talking Raiders.
Aaron Rodgers is a hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think it's I think it's time, bro. It might be time for. I mean, if he wants to stay, it'd be cool. But like, I liked how the young receivers kind of performed down the stretch, whatever. But like, our team was whack this year, bro. It was definitely up and down, and I was rallying for them. I was rallying for them at the end, and obviously I wanted them to make it. But like, if they would have made it, and lost the first round, I wouldn't even been mad. I would have been like, all right, well, like,
Yeah.
because I don't think they necessarily deserve to be there. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said, but like there was plays in that Lions game where, right, like again, like we seen it when he played. Like it was a couple years ago when we played Tampa Bay in the conference championship. There was plays where he could have probably put his body on the line, ran the ball, tried to get a touchdown,
Yeah. He not
and he
doing
didn't
that.
do it. So, but yeah, like he didn't play well. If Rodgers goes, if we can trade Rodgers, I would prefer to trade Rodgers if we can.
Yeah,
But
okay.
if he goes, that means it's gonna be. It looks like they're gonna clean house a little bit because they talking about like if Rodgers goes, they might have to get rid of Bakhtiari, the left tackle, which when he's healthy, he's an all-pro. He's an all-pro left tackle when he's healthy. But you know what I mean, last couple his knee injury has been like a 2-year recovery, and you know what I mean, is he gonna get better or is he gonna get worse? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know, and especially he ain't a little boy too, so you got all that weight on you.
But I like some of the core play. Like, Jordan Love, this year for the first time. For the first time, we got to see like real flashes of him this year, it looked decent. Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, the rookie wide receivers, I think they're solid. I like our he didn't. I don't think he won Defensive Rookie of the Year, but he was an all rookie, which that's not an official title no more. But the writers they still do like an all rookie thing. And Quay Walker, man. He had some, he had some mental mistakes.
I know you ain't talking about number 7 that gonna do that bonehead move at the end of the
he's nice. It don't matter. It don't matter. He's nice. He's nice. He's nice. He's gonna be. You're gonna hear his name. You're gonna hear his name for the next several years.
Yeah, we heard his name all right, and not for good matters on the last game of the season.
He balled out. He was the best. He was the best rookie linebacker in the middle line in the NFL, bro.
Yeah, but he did a bonehead move right there. And the times this is after the Damar Hamlin thing.
He's a
and you
playmaker, man.
And out the way. Come on now.
He's a playmaker, man. That's all. And so yeah, like I said, we still got Jair. Eric Stokes gonna come back.
Jair, I like him, he a dog.
Eric Stokes gonna come back for injury, so we're gonna have some good corners. We definitely need to get some new safeties out there. Okay. The D line looks good with Wyatt and you know what I mean, like that was the rookie too. So Devondre Campbell in the middle as well, man. We got some pieces, but like again, we might be going through. I'm preparing for some growing pains though next year.
Aaron Rodgers, and y'all ain't getting nobody to replace him like on that type of level. So we'll see.
I mean, but like, he ain't play at no level this year. So like, what are we talking about? He ain't playing no level. He ain't playing no level this year, man. He was whack.
I guess you hope it's gonna be a transition like how Russell Wilson left and Geno Smith just came in and performed well. Hopefully, you think it's going to be a situation like that for your Packers.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. All right. Before we talk about the Super Bowl, do you want to address the Pro Bowl?
No.
Do you want to address this?
I didn't watch it. I don't even.
The AFC won that flag football.
Well, Josh Jacobs said it's stupid, so I don't even know what the format is. What's the format?
The format was like a point system, like how they do it with the NBA All-Star game with a point system, but it was like it was 3 games of the flag football, but it was like gauntlet things. It was like a lightning round of longest drive, golf putt, like AFC 1 and NFC 1 dodgeball game, and NFC 1 the best catch, like in the AFC 1 the moving chains, AFC 1 the kick-tack-toe. They let those points for winning those different games added to the point total of the flag football game. And one, I didn't know it was like 40 yards of flag football. I thought because I don't watch flag football. I thought it was going to be like the whole football field. It was not. Sure. It was like I'm talking about the width and the lift. It was like a little small box that they was only allowed to play in. 7-on-7. Them guys was playing hard. They was giving effort. I'm not knocking that. They was having fun. It was not good on my eyes. I mean, I just wasn't enjoying it at all.
Well, I can't take the Pro Bowl seriously when like you know, did you see like the
All the
quarterbacks that were in that?
backups and the substitutes and the. Come on,
Bro,
man.
how the
Like
hell does
you got
Huntley? How
Huntley
does
only had
Tyler
2
Huntley
touchdown
make a
passes
Pro
all
Bowl?
season
I
long.
don't care. I don't care how many guys don't want to play in the game. Tyler Huntley should never
Yo, y'all could have
be
because
a
no Joe
Pro Bowl
Burrow, no
quarterback.
Josh Allen, no Pat Mahomes. You know, guys getting their feelings hurt. Don't
Herbert, yeah,
you know?
Herbert's hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to wants to come. You
Trevor,
know,
I guess
Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence, he
Lawrence is
showed
there.
up, so that was good. Derek Carr, they had him out there.
He
I mean,
lost
like, come on, man. It's
his
just,
job. He about to lose his. He's losing his job, and he
yeah, he
still is
lost
a
his
Pro Bowler.
job, so it
Like,
was like a little farewell thing. All right, Pro Bowls in Las Vegas. We, you know, just bring him here. This is last hurrah. Oh, Ron Clark called him out there. He said, "Yo, you never been this hot since you've been here," and that's what he was like. That's probably why I'm leaving. And you know that is why you was leaving. You ain't get the job done.
yeah,
On top of the
yeah,
other reasons, you know, but
yeah. I heard
that
somebody
Pro
hot
Bowl, I
take.
mean,
They
it wasn't
hot
easy
take.
on the eyes. I got a job to do, so I got to tune in and do this. But I'm going to be just like a spectator or just like a regular person, a regular Joe next year, and just look at the box score and tell the story that way. Because, man, I'm like, I wasted my time doing that. Now, unfortunately, the Grammys wasn't on during that time because I could have been watching the Grammys during that time because I'm getting off, but I was watching the Bullies, the Bullies of Baltimore documentary over. Not do my sports thing over the Grammys. I just sports everything first and foremost. But I did call a couple of highlights of the Grammys and congratulations to Beyonce and all her success and celebration of hip hop and all that good stuff. But now, Super Bowl, Chiefs versus the Eagles, Super Bowl 57, Arizona. What's going on? Let's break it down. Who you got? Why? And before you tell me and break it down who you got and why, I believe we don't gotta go through all the names or nothing like that. But I'm saying, off my head, I believe the Eagles got the top two. The Chiefs got the top 2 players, and the 7 out of the next 8 best players of that top 10 is all Eagles. It's all Eagles.
Okay.
Like the only 3 players that anybody will take on anybody's team of the Chiefs: Chris Jones,
Yes.
Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes. Everybody else, Eagles got him. Eagles got him. The cornerbacks, the DBs, the front 7, as a whole, the receivers, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. What are we talking about? And I'm taking Sanders over the 2. I know they got the other guy. I'm not familiar with his name. The other running back, because they do a 2-man running back tandem for the Eagles. He's like a bruiser. The Eagles 2-man running back tandem. I forget his other name.
Yeah.
But
You
because
talking
they do a
Gainwell?
2-man tandem.
Gainwell?
I'm taking and Jalen Hurts is a dog too. And now correct me if I'm being blasphemous or anything over here, but Jalen Hurts is not a better player than Pat Mahomes. No, he's not. But I take that spirit that he got. I'll take that dog that he got. I take the intangibles that Jalen Hurts got over the intangibles that Pat Mahomes got. Not saying that he don't got them. I'm not saying that Pat Mahomes don't got them. But Jalen Hurts intangibles, that dog mentality thing, that just we know how to move them accordingly. He said it wasn't his quote. But
what do you have against Patrick Mahomes and
just how
he balls out too.
The troops more. How he can inspire you to do things that you didn't believe that you can do. I feel like you got coaches that you feel like you want to play for more so than other players.
Okay.
Other coaches is that situation with Jalen Hurts. I feel like as a player, I'm gonna want to rather play with Jalen Hurts than Pat Mahomes because Jalen Hurts moved in a calm spirit that, like he said, when we come in the room, we are not turning on the heat. We're the whole thermometer. Like, we're not playing around. Like, just little sayings. He's an old soul. He gets it. He keeping the course, keeping the main thing. Yo, he moves like a military man. Like his approach, I'm not playing around. Yeah, I'm fly. I got the cool outfits on, but I'm work. I'm the strongest man in the room. I'm the hardest working man in the room. I mean business. Guys rallying up behind me. They believe it. Like the way he, makes you believe in yourself. Rather, I'm not in the locker room with Pat Mahomes, but just the way he comes across, Jalen Hurts, from the little stuff that I get to witness. And the same thing that I get to witness from Pat Mahomes, I get it from Jalen Hurts more so. Just like Mike Tomlin is the one coach I want to play for more so than any of these coaches. And Bill Belichick is a better coach than Mike Tomlin. But Mike Tomlin going to inspire me and get me to believe in myself and just get to know me and just get me to believe in myself and have me do things that I didn't think I could do and really make me believe in the trenches and when in the darkest hours. You know, that's my take on it. Am I wrong for saying that? Am I out of line?
I mean, you really gassing Jalen Hurts up. Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know all that about him. I mean, I can't say I would want to play because Patrick Mahomes has been. I mean, he knows he's been here before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been here multiple times, whatever. And like, I never seen nothing from Patrick Mahomes to say that he's not a dog and that he plays hurt all the time. Year, man, this year the actually when you think about it, a lot of people the Chiefs have been quietly great all year though. You know what I'm saying? Like they might not have. That's the thing. He lost Tyreek Hill, right? So that was obviously Kelsey is like his one. It was like 1 and 1A, right? You know what I mean? Both of them, whatever. So you lose one, whatever, and he still is probably going to be the MVP. You know what I mean? When they announced that, whatever. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? He's just doing it like he's one of those guys where he's showing like he's like almost got like that Peyton Manning in him, where like you could put anybody on the field, and they still gonna ball out. I don't know, man. Well, are we getting into prediction of the game? Because you start talking about all this other stuff that I don't like. You know?
I would just tell you. I would just tell you why I believe Jalen Hurts is great. But I want you to tell me who's going to win and why. Okay. I don't want you to just tell me, oh, the Chiefs going to win. Break it down. Right. Just like
I think, like I said, the Chiefs have actually, even though they're the number one seed, they've kind of been going under the radar all season. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think we're used to them being good, whatever. Yeah. Now, I wanted the Bengals to win. You know what I mean? And I was heartbroken that the Bengals could not pull that out, whatever. Yeah, there was some questionable things in that game. Stuff. There was a lot of questionable stuff.
I mean, my off camera, like my division, I got respect for Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They some bad brothers. They doing their thing. They gonna be around for a while, dominating.
Yeah.
I got respect for them, but they in my division. I don't want them to win. And they great. I'm not saying them two boys is great. Now, miss me with everybody else, but them two boys is great. But I don't want them to win in my division. I ain't want the Ravens to win in 2012 when they won. So I'm just saying.
I mean, 2014. I think so. When it comes to this game, man, you know what I mean? I do got the Chiefs. Partly because I have a weird Eagles bias. I don't fuck with the Eagles, bro. I just can't do it, whatever.
I understand that, but
we're gonna get into it. So I got the Chiefs winning, whatever, because like you said, like if you talk about the top 10 players in this whole game, whatever. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you only need them 3 gunners. You know what I mean? That's going to take you to the top, whatever. Because you can't stop Kelsey. There's nothing, like, you can't stop that connection. Like there's gonna be times where you think like, yo, he ain't doing nothing, or he ain't open, whatever. But like Patrick Mahomes' ability to improvise and make plays is just unprecedented. And this is definitely the best team that the Eagles have played in the playoffs. This might be the best team that they played all season, to be real.
This is the best team that the Chiefs played all season.
Hell no.
The Eagles is the best. Eagles is the best team all year long.
No.
The Eagles had the best.
Like they've had to play the great. They've had to play the great. The AFC is now is better than the NFC.
The Eagles had the best record in the league. They didn't play them at all.
But the Eagles did. But again, the argument against the Eagles is that they had a soft regular season, whatever. The Chiefs have been playing tough teams the whole year. You know what I mean? Whatever. Record wise, whatever. But like we talking about one game off from the Bills or one game off from the Bengals. You know what I mean? Like you're not talking about like it's the leaps and bounds better than any of them teams. Like if the Eagles was in the AFC, I don't think they would have fared the same way. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, their road.
But like I said, this is literally the best. Like all season, like they have not been tested by any like great teams all year.
They're saying that they're not going to be tested because they had game situations where they had to be tested. So I'm not going to say.
Yeah,
but
well,
the same
yeah, and they lost 2 games. They lost 2 games without Jalen Hurts, whatever. You know what I mean? They only lost 3 games the whole season. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of been. I mean, and they took a game off against Washington. That's how they got. That's how they lost that game.
Exactly.
Whatever. They had some close games, whatever. But like the Chiefs, like even watching the game against the Bengals. Like you don't think that they got players on defense, but they got sneaky playmakers. You know what I mean? And Chris Jones is like he's one of them guys where he's literally a game changer. And he got his first sack in the playoffs against the Bengals, and then he had like 2 or 3 of them Jones. You know what I mean? And he got them when they mattered the most. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy. Yeah. He had a great season, probably, you know what I mean, up for Defensive Player of the Year and all that, but. He had his first playoff sack this past week, whatever, you know what I mean, when he played against the Bengals. So I think the difference though is, and we not really talking about it, is the coaching, man. Like Andy Reid is that boy, man. Like when it comes
next year, y'all
Andy Reid is come on, man, like it's level.
No, but,
it's level.
But
level.
you can have just because you're younger. And that might be a good thing. These new coaches, these younger ones that's coming in, if you're going to ingratiate yourself with your team and the culture, and you could be like, you know, they, for lack of better words, you know what I mean? Like, they can relate to you. And not saying the same situations, but like, y'all rock with each other. You know, they'll be inspired just the same way as that veteran Bill Belichick or Andy Reid coach. You know, because some I forget Daniels from the Dolphins. You might think, oh, he's a little weird, corny guy, but okay. I could just see from his mannerism and his little things as I'm getting to know him a little bit more. Oh, he's relatable. Oh, okay, he listen to music. Okay, okay, I see how he's doing his practice. He gets it. He knows what's up. So you got guys who play for those guys too and be inspired and do great things. Now, when I'm saying all that, look at the Eagles. Okay, you want to say the coaching, but the Eagles is you want to say that the Chiefs got the better coaching, but the Eagles is a well-coached team. They got players, but look, come on, man, they got the scheme. They run the ball. They take that running game with them. They know how to balance the running out with the throwing. That's all coaching. The coaches balancing that out. The defense, you know, they scheming up their defensive schemes, how they doing it to be the top defense in the league, got the most sacks in the league. They were like 2 sacks off from the all-time sack record. Yeah. So like they're doing great things, you know, as great players.
But I think Andy Reid can make them adjustments though. That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, they haven't played the offense like the Chiefs all season. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're missing. I think you're missing the fact that Eagles is going to control the game. Control the tempo, control the pace. They're going to be ball control. They're going to be running that ball. You know, Jalen Hurts, Sanders, the second running back. They're going to get their passes into A.J. Brown. They're going to get their passes into Smith to fill them, to feed them, to get the tight end ball. They're going to do that strategically. They're going to run heavy, but they're going to get their passes in strategically.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody has – all right, so all right, the Eagles played – they played the 49ers. Who else did they play in the playoffs?
The 49ers and then they played the
Giants. The Giants. Yeah. So, all right. So, and Brandon Ayuk, now granted, he was like, yeah, I'm on the couch. I ain't got no room to talk, whatever. But he was even saying, he was like, yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to be able to do the things offensively that the 49ers thought they were going to be able to do before Brock Purdy got hurt and then they threw in the guy. So, I mean, the Eagles have been fortunate, man. They've been fortunate. They got to play a division rival that is nowhere near on their level, you know what I mean, in the first round, I mean, or division round. And then you get a tough 49ers team who was balling with them in the beginning, but then obviously you can't just run the ball against the Eagles all day. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I mean? So Patrick Mahomes though, and like I said, with Andy Reid, the way they scheme is that Patrick Mahomes ain't looking for the home run hitter no more. You know what I mean? Patrick Mahomes has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna be getting that ball out quick as hell. You know what I'm saying? So all them sacks, that records, that whatever, that's gonna be neutralized.
Okay.
That's gonna be neutralized, whatever, because he's gonna get the ball out, and he has playmakers on the outside that can do things. I mean, he got a lot of speed there. Pacheco, if he gets a screen, he's out.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know, man. Like I said, I think Andy Reid's gonna call a good game. I think the Chiefs are actually the underdogs in this game because, like you said, like the Eagles probably got the overall roster and things like that. Nobody wants to see Patrick Mahomes winning again. Everybody is buying into the Jalen Hurts story, which Jalen Hurts he played great this year, man. He had a great season. I mean, they put it together this year, and you know what I mean. But like I said, like this is going to be this is definitely their biggest test all season. And I mean, I'm going with the Chiefs, man. I'm going with the Chiefs, man.
Okay, you got it here on the Fresh Bar Sports Show, 20 plus Los. He's going with the Chiefs. He gave his reasons why.
Let's see. Score. It's gonna be up there. 27-24 Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah, I like the game to be in the 20s too. I do like the game to be in the 20s.
27.
Obviously, I'm going with the Eagles. If I would put a score on it, I would say Eagles 28-20 Chiefs. I just yeah, but Eagles, and for my reasons why they're going to control the tempo, control the pace, control the game, like a good point guard is supposed to be doing. Good quarterback supposed to be doing. Control that game, and no personnel, no time situation. No, Jalen Hurts is doing all of that. He's doing all of that, and it's a system they running. This is what it is. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy because we heard it here first on Fresh Bar Sports Show, and wait till you see it take place on Sunday. You're going to be like, oh, they running that ball heavily. They doing a couple little dumb passes here and there. They doing like that, but they running the ball heavy. Dang, they got 45 minutes to 15, like what was that? 40 minutes to 20 minutes of time of possession.
I don't know if it's gonna be like that. I don't think Andy Reid's going down like that. I don't think he's going down like that. But
not quite. But probably 30, 35 minutes more. Not 35 minutes more, but like 35 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, they're gonna control the time and the pace of the game because the objective when you're going against other great quarterbacks, we keep them on the sideline. Keep them on the sideline. We know that. Keep the quarterback. You're a great quarterback. Stay your behind on the sideline.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah.
But what you doing for the Super Bowl? If I may ask.
I might be going to my pop's crib, man. He always got a little thing going on, man. Just pretty much just me, him, and maybe my son, and maybe his wife, whatever. Maybe just kind of keep it low key, man. Ain't nothing big, man. People gotta go to work the next day, man. So sometimes I call I think I might have called out. One year I took a personal day for the following day, but people gotta go to work early.
I would definitely,
Oh yeah. If the Packers made it, I would definitely say I wouldn't go to work. 2 days, I might take off. I would take off Monday and Tuesday. Because if they won, then it'll be a crazy celebration. But if they lost, I need that time to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the crew break. The crew break. Yo, I gotta ask you, what you think about Rihanna doing the halftime Super Bowl show? I know a little of controversy with Stephen A. Smith going to try to compare Rihanna to Beyonce.
I think she's gonna do well just because it's. They kind of put you in a position to do well. You know what I mean? In the Super Bowl, you get the budget around you. It's gonna be her first big performance in years, though. You know what I mean? But no, I think she got help. You know what I mean? It's gonna be other people performing with her. So I think she's gonna do well. I can't wait to see what she looks like. That's what I'm looking for.
That's exactly. Rihanna, she's gonna be having her
the Super Bowl where it was Shakira and J-Lo.
I know.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
That was the only good thing about the halftime show, to be honest.
Yeah, they was damn near, they was stripping basically on
exactly how they was doing it.
Yeah.
Oh man, but Rihanna, I hope she do the work. She got to bring Drake out. If she don't bring Drake, if you want to be better than Beyonce and be better, and you want to be considered this is the greatest halftime show ever known to man, and you want to get that type of accolades, Rihanna and Drake doing the what's my name and the work, you're gonna have everybody talking about this for eternity. I promise you. You get Rihanna
Wow.
and Drake on the Super Bowl stage doing those hits. Y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah, I don't know why Drake has not been considered.
I don't, man. I don't know what's going on with that.
Like I don't know what
Just acting like he's
I
not
don't know what they're
the
waiting
top
for.
artist.
That might be the biggest show ever. You know what I mean?
Yes. I don't
Drake gets
know
on.
why they're running, but I believe if anybody can get Drake to come out, you know, Rihanna ask anybody to do anything for it, they're going to do it. It's just like getting a call from Beyonce. So
Yeah.
you heard it here first on this First Bar Sports Show. I love Rihanna. I love Beyonce. I love them both the same. I don't think nobody's better than nobody. You know, I ain't gonna be.
There you go.
No
That's a good answer. That's a smart
I
answer.
don't got no preference.
That's,
You know, I don't
that's a
got no
smart
preference.
answer.
I'm not getting caught up in that. But if people, you know, somebody gotta be better for this to be the greatest halftime show ever known. The greatest show. Period. I'm talking about like concert. You get Drake and Rihanna on that Super Bowl halftime stage. Ain't nobody can beat that.
But then it ain't gonna. She ain't gonna get the credit. Then I mean, she ain't gonna get all the credit if she bring out Drake.
She got other hits that she can do before that. She can just culminate with that.
But when Beyonce shut the lights out, you know what I'm saying, on the Super Bowl show, like, come on, bro, like nothing compared to like. So I'm not. I think Rihanna's gonna do well, whatever.
Yeah.
But again, it's man. Like if she gets a Drake assist, it's not gonna look the same. It's not gonna look the same. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, but like people are gonna be like, it's like an asterisk. Like it's like yes, it was good, but Beyonce turned the lights out by herself.
Anyways, everybody brings a guest out. So you just because I can't bring out a guest just as great as me, it gotta be somebody less than me.
I'm just saying. I don't think I'm just saying it's gonna people gonna look at it away like it's gonna look it's gonna be the but that I think you're that's a wish that you have. I don't think that's happening. I don't think
nobody trust me. I don't know nothing.
You might know. You might be insider. You might got that.
I don't know nothing.
Now
if y'all heard, I'll tell you. And man, if that's going to be true, y'all know we heard it here first. But I just know you're going to need I'm just saying if you wanted Rihanna, just saying to myself, let me look at my catalog. Yeah, I know I'm going to do the pour it up. Yeah, I got the song for the fellas. You know, if Rihanna going to do that, you know, Rihanna, she a competitor. I know she gonna say I want to make this the greatest show. Don't bring Bay on. Don't bring Baby Dad on. Talk about let's do a song together. That ain't gonna be suffice enough. Don't do that. The Drake is the only card that you can pull.
Yeah.
Maybe if you bring in Chris Brown, it might be just as good. But I know for sure that Drake, because y'all got the two hits together.
Nah, the man Chris Brown man just got robbed at the Grammys.
Yeah, that R&B, that R&B.
So they ain't
I didn't know who that guy was. I don't know how they're doing the categories or whatever. But I know Chris Breezy.
That album was crazy. That album was crazy.
And like he said, respectfully, he's still gonna keep kicking your ass. So that's just
once he learn how to play the harmonica, it's over for him niggas.
Yeah. So that's that. But not we're like I'm saying, like, so you don't think there's what else do you think she can do if it ain't gonna be the Drake? Because you make it seem like the Drake thing ain't really possible.
She already has like people like it's supposed to be like her and like some pop. I think Coldplay and somebody else is already.
No, that ain't suffice enough. That ain't.
I'm just saying that's already part of the show, bro. It's not just Rihanna.
But a surprise.
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be no surprise. I think it's gonna be what the script says.
No, but they're usually the halftime shows. You know, they do have people on there, but then artists always bring out a surprise artist that nobody's really supposed to know about beforehand.
Who? Like when have you seen? I don't remember seeing that. Like last year, we knew all the people was gonna be there.
Got leaked, but now I'm saying the 50 Cent thing kind of got leaked.
Okay,
but I just thought that from my understanding that people there is the ones that be on the marquee or being on announcement, and then they bring out a surprise artist on top of that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. It's gonna be interesting. All we know is the whole world's gonna be on the Super Bowl this Sunday on Fox in Arizona. So that's that. But thank you for doing this. Before we get out of here, I wanted to wrap this up with something. Oh yeah, one more comment on the football thing. I forgot. Now I want to wrap it up with something else. But AB, talking about James Harrison giving him CTE for a helmet that he wasn't supposed to be using in practice. What's going on here, man? This is what we're doing, AB. Really, what's your thoughts on this, man? This guy's being real ridiculous. He's just doing all types of crazy things for attention. Like, really?
I mean, it sound like it could be real, bro. Like,
No,
I
it
mean,
don't.
I saw.
Are you gonna say all the stuff that he be saying and be doing? You gonna take, creed and credit into where stuff that he be
He
saying?
fucked up
I don't know which
though.
one was not.
He is messed up though.
That's
He
what I'm
is
saying.
messed up though.
I don't know what to let go or what to apply. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So.
Oh man. All right. Now before we get out here, I wanted to give you the flowers a little bit.
Oh, thank you, man.
I'm kind of segueing, off a little bit, but I don't know. No, I don't know if you're familiar with the show Abbott Elementary. It's about
I love it. I love
a
it.
teacher. It's not just about
No, I
teachers.
love it. I watch it.
Just,
I watch it.
Yeah. It's great. I love it, and obviously, your profession, so you can relate. And I just wanted to, I don't know, I know I be following your stuff, and I don't know if I miss something, and I don't see nobody or your guests or anybody, but I just wanted to be the one to, thank you for your services. Not saying that you're using service, but just what you do for the kids and all the adversity.
I try to keep that. I keep that on my show. I keep that. Yeah, I try to keep that separate. But no, I appreciate though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So just wanted to appreciate you. Just wanted to, because you're a good man, and just wanted to, keep doing what you're doing, and appreciate all the support that you do, for me and my show. So
yeah, man. I'm glad you're on Apple now, baby. Let's go.
Apple now, you know what I mean? You're mentoring the game. You've been helping me out and everything like that. So Fresh Bar Sports Show 20+. We here, we around. You're gonna see.
April 15th, baby. April 15th.
April 15th. April 15th. We got the
live show,
audience event. And make sure y'all pull up. It's gonna be dope. Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. I said I appreciate you supporting, coming on everything that you're doing, and relationship, last forever. And we're gonna continue letting everything cook, let it marinate, bubble up. I just want to know, do you got anything to say before we get out here? If you got anything going on, I know you got your episode coming up Wednesday and stuff. You want to just plug and just throw in before we get out of here? What you got coming up?
So right now I'm actually professionally, I got some things going on, so I didn't get to record this weekend. So I might be able to get an episode out. I might not. So if y'all don't see an episode, I'm just giving y'all a little warning because I just had some personal things I had to take care of. But no, man, you've been growing. Every week, man. You're really hitting your stride when it comes to this type of stuff, man. You're getting real comfortable, and anything I could do to help you, man, I would love to. But yeah, man, you know what I mean? And I appreciate your support, man, because I think that's part of it too, man. It's like it's not a one-way street, you know what I mean? So I appreciate you, man, for tuning in, and it's funny because when we met up the other week, whatever, he started bringing up little tidbits, whatever. And I'm like, oh, my man really do listen.
Of course, I listen, I know. I mean, it's still like me. I hear I know. I soak the information up.
Yeah.
I don't gotta comment about it, but I know. So then when I do get up with you and I bust it up, I'm gonna say all the stuff that I ain't got this chance to say to you.
Yeah.
Because I just soaked up the information without hitting you up and and commenting right there. But I just say when I get up with you, I'm gonna break it down and comment to you. With everything. Cause I'd be like, man, it'd be tripping me out. You'd be having me going through all the range of motion. We get